So, this is a first. For whatever reason, as soon as I make the announcement that it's not going to work, as soon as nothing's working, wouldn't you know, OBS decides to actually connect to YouTube. I don't have any words for what just happened. I'm as surprised as everyone else. I was not expecting this, for it to just suddenly come back all of a sudden. This is very strange. What's up, DC? Yeah, I have no idea what happened, dude. Like, I'm not even joking. It just, as soon as I made the post on Discord, it just decides, oh yeah, now I'm gonna start working. I didn't do anything. I did absolutely nothing. Nothing changed. I didn't do a single thing. And all of a sudden it just decided, oh yeah, now I'm going to start working. I don't know if it's the time slot, if it's YouTube doesn't like Tuesdays. I'm convinced that there's something else going on here, man. Like, that's weird. Because everything else works. Everything else was working. But only OBS and YouTube just refuse to work with each other. I have no idea what the fuck that was. I mean, I'm glad that we're here. Yes, what's up, Gnarls? Good to see you, Rube Moreno. Prime Tech, dude. What's going, dude? It's been a fucking long day, dude. I was this close to punching a hole in this monitor. I was this close to throwing my entire tower out in the trash. I'm not even joking. Like, I was already banging shit around. I was so pissed off, right? Like, this shit is not cool, dude. I don't know what the fuck happened all of a sudden. I do not know. If you were to ask me what happened, I don't know. I'll be honest. I think YouTube just changed its mind. I straight up think YouTube just said, you know what? I'm done bullying him. Let me give him a break for right now. I have no idea. And the worst part is, it's working great. There's no lag. There's no latency whatsoever. It's like it's perfect. It's synced up. I have no idea what's going on. All 29 of you that are here, man, thanks for pulling through, man. I appreciate everyone, dude. That's freaking sick that we're still able to get, at least somewhat of the audience we would have gotten. I have a feeling it would have actually been a really good night. I don't know why. I have a feeling it would have been a really, really good stream. We would have had like a way more viewers than 30 right now. I appreciate all 30 of you, though. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate every single one of you. But man, that just kind of killed the hype. I hate when that shit happens, dude. Like, I do everything right. I do everything by the book that I'm supposed to, and I know it's not me. I know it's not me because I didn't do a single damn thing. And it decided to just freaking work all of a sudden. Like, on its own volition. No suggestion, no input on my end could have changed the outcome of what happened. It just decided to work on its own. I didn't touch a button, and it decided to work. I don't know what's going on with this, but let's roll with it. It's gonna be a. Tell you what, just because we missed the first 30 minutes, I won't be able to do all the way to 2 hours today. But I'll be streaming till. I'll do 9:45. We'll stream all the way till 9:45, just because why not? And for anyone that will place their orders earlier, hoping to go ahead and get those entries in, tell you what, we'll go ahead and honor it. So that promotion I have going on right now, where every $50 gets you 2 entries this week. Tell you what, just to make up for it, that's still valid. That's going to be going on for the rest of the stream. If you ordered it right at 7:30, hoping to do it, tell you what, it'll work. I'll make sure that everyone that placed their orders to take advantage of that promotion from starting from 7:30 when this stream should have started, that'll still go through. That'll still go through for today, up until 9:45 when I end the stream. Oh man, dude, I have a fucking brain aneurysm right now. I was gonna blow my brains out, dude. It's so fucking crazy that this decided to work. Let's see here. It's going through here. Okay, I saw that there was a few more. Okay, Cutter, what's going on? I don't know if you're still here, Cutter, but thank you for showing up. RPG lovers, what's up, dude? Victor, what's going on? Creekside Airsoft. Ulta Airsoft, what's going on, dude? Joshua Landers, yeah. Dude, I tried, man. I have no idea if you're still here, but yeah. Cool Chump Airsoft, you can always give it to me. If I had the ability to do so, I would. Trust me, if I had the ability, I would. Free background. You know what? Missing a little bit of ambiance. Let's go ahead and add just a little bit. Just a little bit of ambience might as well. Go ahead and put some, just because I feel feels weird when then I don't have any sort of music on in the back. It just feels wrong. There we go. That's gonna be better. There we go. That's what we needed, baby. That's what I needed. Yeah, everything still seems to be working just fine. Seriously, no issue. I seriously have no idea what the frick caused that, dude. I have no idea why that is or how that came to be. But whatever, let's keep rolling with it. Why not? DC as Norals here, absolutely. Lino T. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna mispronounce something. Tissiro. Oh God. Tissio Vera, what's happening, dude? What's good? DJ, good to have you here as well. Film Masters, hello. What's the best mag to buy? Whatever's gonna feed and fit inside of your airsoft gun. There's so many. Let me know what you have, and I might be able to have a few recommendations. EPM1, not always the case, believe it or not. Believe it or not, the EPM1, while it is a great magazine, it's not always going to be the case. Depends on what you currently have and the build. It's meant to fit in most ARs. But I've come across a few models that actually don't like the EPM1 all that much. It's the will of the force. Yeah, dude, seriously, at this point, you might as well just say that, because, like, I have no idea what else to think about it at that point. It seriously is. YouTube has a mind of its own, man. Like, seriously, the machine gods, I don't know what pissed them off on Tuesdays of all day, but you know what? I'm just glad that we're here and we're able to stream at all. You know, some stream is better than no stream, I will say. All right, let's see here. Actually, I didn't even get my other tabs so opened up, man. I didn't even get a chance to open up any of my other tabs. That's how I was so pissed. I walked off. I was so viscerally angry with this shit, dude. It's annoying, man. You know, I'm trying to put on a show for you guys, I'm trying to do all this, and then all of a sudden my technology decides to, oh yeah, I don't feel like working. Like, what the fuck? What is that all about? Through JJ Jerome, what's up, dude? Good to see you as well. Billy Multi, yes, he's still here. Yes, awesome. Back to Isaias, you have inspired me to do airsoft. Thank you. Yeah, dude. No, honestly, dude, that makes me very happy that you were inspired to try airsofting for yourself, man. That is actually a very good thing to hear. That actually makes me very happy. Makes me very, very happy. Adrian Brown, have you DM'd us? DM us on Discord, Instagram. Ideally, Discord is probably like the best place to do it. And then yeah, I can help you out with what's going on. I have no idea again what's going on, and there's nothing I can do about it right now. You know, I'm at home. You know, I don't have access to the admin. I want to be able to know exactly what's going on. But yeah, DM us on Discord, and I can help you out, bro. I can help you out. Going through, let the force flow through. Don't question it, dude. Seriously, like I'm this close to joining the dark side, man. I'm about to join the dark side easily right now. Mid cap for AK. It's ENL. Hey, what's up, Mr. Savage 710? Good to have you here as well. But I love you. You know. It's fair. Thank you, dude. Anytime, man. Anytime. Darwin's Arbiter, the Arbiter of Darwin. Hello, my good friend. How are you doing tonight? I'm this close to blowing my brains out, but you know that's just me. Drexen, play 2 hours of Star Clone Wars battle sounds. It's okay, Star Wars. AKRM4, what do you prefer? It depends, Ender Guy Films. It really depends on what it is that you like. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, we have tons of advice, and you can ask anyone in chat, and everyone's gonna have their own opinions. Generally speaking, it's universally agreed upon that ARs are M4s, right? M16s are gonna be the best way to start. But at the end of the day, you can also just throw everything we say out the window. You know, we're not the law. You know, you can do whatever it is that you want. You know, it's your money. You know, you can spend it however you see fit. That is the beauty of living in what is supposed to be a free country, right? We can do whatever it is that we want with our own money. And it's going to be no one else's business. It's going to be no one else's business. So if you want to go for something completely out there for an airsoft gun, you don't want anything else, yeah, man, go for it. Just bear in mind, it really depends on what your expectations are of the gun itself. Now, for me personally, from an aesthetic standpoint, AKs definitely fit more of my personality. I definitely love, a classic AKM. There's really no beating that, really, at the end of the day. But that's only if we're comparing it to your typical M4, right? That's not including any of the AR family, because I'm a big Car 15 guy. Old school Colts are like my jam right now. I'm actually building an old school Gothic Serpent Car 15 as we speak. Actually, let me see if I can show a picture of that. I'm going to show a picture of that right now. Which, by the way, guys, if you do have any Airsoft-related questions or just things in general you want to talk about or ask me, put the letter Q right in for your questions. It's going to make it a lot easier for me to spot and identify. Please and thank you. And I see that we have 33 concurrent viewers. I appreciate all 33 of you sticking with me despite the rough start to the stream. If you can, let me know that you guys still want more streams that are not, messed up by YouTube, and you want me to continue doing this stuff. Just make sure to go and leave a like on the stream as well. It means a lot to me. All right, but let's scroll through. I have a picture that I want to share with you guys. This is a project that I'm working on right now. Yeah! I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see it out for yourself. Check this shit out. This is what I'm working on currently right now. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Right? These bad boys are old. This is old. This is old AF. The gun itself is actually not even that old. This was a oh my god, what was it? This was a ENC 733, I believe. Yeah, 733 that they had. This was their ENC 733 Car 15 that they had, and I was able to go out and source one, thankfully. Shout out to my boy Tang at Jagarn for hooking me up with one. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. He doesn't watch the streams. He doesn't watch the streams. But I found myself an old school ProTech helmet, which I am going to be sandblasting the absolute hell out of just to get rid of the white, make it look a little bit more scuffed. I'm gonna do a lot of things to this setup right now. I gotta do a lot of things to this helmet to make it look a little bit more accurate, accurate to the piece that I'm going for. Yeah, Gothic Serpent, Darwin. That's right. Absolutely. The Gothic Serpent, man. Black Hawk Down, baby. For those who don't know, Operation Gothic Serpent, Black Hawk Down. That's with you. I'm trying to do 2 different kits out of it because there's actually 2 different ways you can go about making this kit for yourself, the Delta kit, right? The one that you see in the movie, while it is cool, it's not actually 100% accurate to what the Delta Force operators that were part of Task Force Ranger were actually even using. They have the idea down, and it's difficult, obviously, for the armor to find every single piece. Believe it or not, the Ranger kits they had for the Army Rangers was actually very, very good. It was very, very good, very much on point. I think there was like one nitpicky thing is the fact that they were all using M16 A2s. As opposed to also switching up with a few other Colt models. Because they had Car 15s too. They had their own versions as well. But the idea of Hollywood was that they wanted to be able to easily separate these 2 units, right? Make it seem like they were 2 vastly distinct, which, again, they are. But, again, there was a little bit more overlap than they like to give credit to. But, again, it's for the movie. Sake of the movie, it does a good job. But the Delta guys were actually in the movie just using slick black body armor with like the regular Alice gear suspenders and stuff, which gets the point across. The ProTech helmets were good. The helmets were good, as close as they could possibly get it. They were actually using the wrong optic. I'm not even using the right optic. Here's the thing. That 8.3000 or 8.5000, that shit is like unobtainium, bro. You cannot get that like shit anywhere unless you know a guy, or unless you're like, scouring all these different like I guess like pawn shops, or if you're going like different gun stores and they have one there, like you gotta get real lucky finding that. And I don't know of any good replica for it. This is as close as I can possibly get it, so it's not going to be 100% kosher. They were actually using a different plate carrier called the Faust plate carrier, which there are some replicas you can get online. We don't have those yet. I would really hope if we do in the future, that'd be really cool. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go on. I'm working on the kit right now. I need the, what is it called? The drop leg holster. I need more knee pads because I broke mine. I actually cracked my knee pads pretty badly, so I definitely need some more knee pads. But I'm gonna get I believe it's the old school like Anvis mount, the NVG mount for this. And I actually found a place where I can get the proper goggles. You can bear in mind, this is just for me. I'm just trying to get it kind of like, as close to the real thing as I possibly can get. But I might also do just a movie loadout instead, a movie variation, just to get it closer. Because again, I'll have the options, because it's so easy to do the movie version. It is so easy to do the movie version. But yeah, man, working on this right now. This is the new project in the works, so hopefully I can get that one done pretty soon. pretty soon. Also wanted to go and give a reminder to everyone that, again, we do have BB Wars tickets that are available right now, whether you want to join as the Empire or the Rebels. Make sure to go and get your tickets in ASAP. ASAP Rocky, because again, BB Wars is going to be a freaking awesome event. I'm so excited for it. It took a lot of time to finally get one settled, get a date agreed upon. And it was really, really difficult to track down, the field owner of Wildlands. But I was able to do it. It's my white whale that I finally caught. And I was finally able to go into organization. Because Wildlands is my favorite airsoft park. It's literally my favorite place to play. If you guys haven't been, strongly recommend you go check them out. Super dope. But again, it's going to be an awesome time, man. It's going to be an awesome time. And again, you got to go out. If you guys are hoping to support the local community, make sure to do events. That's what I'm always trying to tell people. If you're tired of doing the regular walk-on games, go to events, man. Sign up for events. It's going to be an absolute blast. And again, like I said, that promotion's going on. You order your tickets today. That's going to be 2 entries into the giveaway. So, a win-win all around. And, of course, there's going to be a ton of new products that we have on the site. All the Mariyamas are finally here. Very happy for it. With the exception, of course, of the FMG9. That one is on a pre-order because we actually sold out of the initial batch, so we had to bring some more in. But we have some more new stuff as well. And, what's this? Doth my eyes deceive me? Is that actual Hollow Sun products? Yes, right. That's right. If you guys were, all my real estate guys out there, or if you just really like some incredibly high-quality optics, we have actual Hollow Sun products available on our website, and we just started carrying them. So, yeah, man, if you guys were hoping to go and get some really Gucci accessories, there you go. Deck out your airsoft guns with Hollow Sun stuff. That's actually kind of tight. That is actually kind of based, not going to lie. There we go. Let's go ahead and put it right here. All right, let's go ahead and answer questions. I know we have a few more. What up, guys? Well, what's up, dude? Danny Silva. Oh, so that's my next buy. Oh, hell yeah. Just started Airsoft last year. Never too late. Dude, never too late. Never too late. You could be, well into your 60s or 70s starting Airsoft, and yeah, why not? There are plenty of guys I know that are, into their 80s and 90s that, just started playing, Airsoft. Not even, really playing on fields, but they'll just buy the guns because they love collecting, and they'll play in their backyards. They just want to get a good collection going. And right, depending on the state you live, right, obviously, you can make the memes, right, the jokes, the California, right, because we live here, gun laws are freaking atrocious. Not as bad as there are other states where it is worse, but it's not good either. I won't say that. It's definitely not good. So, for a lot of people, that want to own some, really, really cool exotic stuff that, would be illegal for us to here in California to own, it's nice to know that at the very least we have a version that exists out there that we can at least make look cool in our gun. We can collect this stuff and show our appreciation for it in some way, shape, or form. Daniel Silva, is the Mayo Gang MGC for Mark III 13-inch worth it? Absolutely, it's worth it. Here's the thing, if you don't like the shorter barreled version of the Mark III, go with the long barreled one, man. What I like about the Mark III, obviously, is the handguard, right? That handguard was specifically designed to accommodate a wide assortment of different mock suppressors and tracer units. So it's going to be very, very easy to run one of those bad boys with a tracer unit or mock suppressor of your choosing, right? So it looks really, really cool. If you like that longer honey badger look, yeah, by all means, go for it, dude. Go for it. The performance on those things is absolutely nuts, too. I mean, the fact that you're getting the, 16-to-1 gears? You're getting a nice torquey motor in there. Nebula 2 ETU. That thing's banging, dude. That thing is absolutely banging. You genuinely cannot go wrong with the Mark III, even in its stock configuration. I know a few guys that have already built one out. They've built theirs out just because they like doing that stuff. But even then, they'll say straight up, yeah, out the box performance is really good. There's realistically no need to change it, but they did it because they just wanted to. And it actually still can take a ton of more upgrades in the future as well. Let's see, LMG or RPG? LMG, easy. RPGs are cool, but there's not. I mean, yeah, you have we have this guy, right? For those that have never seen this before, this is gonna be a trip. Right, RPG. Right, we actually do have an RPG 7 on the site. I feel like people forget about this thing. So, hell, sometimes I forget about this thing. We actually do have this guy, right? Very habibi, very habibi. For those that actually did want to put an Op 4 kit, or an old school, maybe Cold War sort of vibe, this would be a really good pick, just for the aesthetic purposes alone. Now, in terms of, it doesn't actually propel this rocket tip here. I know that was a big thing that everyone was hoping for. I would have been cool if this was a foam rocket and just maybe uses CO2 to just launch it forward. That would have been sick. That would have been awesome, right? 1 CO2 cartridge per shot. Yeah, that's fine. Why not? Do it, But unfortunately, that's not the case. Instead, you actually have to take off the dummy grenade at the top, and you actually have to go ahead and swap it out because it's just a regular tube, right? You can put in any 40 mil style grenade in there, and it will actually work. Whether it be the shower, maybe I think a few other options, the other like projectile ones you can get as well. But this was essentially designed for the airsoft 40 mil grenades, so you have to take that off in order for it to work. Which I feel kind of is just not as cool. It's cool. It's just not as cool. It could have been better. But again, it's still a really, really cool piece of kit. Definitely unique. I've seen a few of these at like Milsim events for sure, and even just regular walk-on games. A few guys have brought some, and they're fun. Don't get me wrong. I've shot one. They can be really, really, really fun. But it'd been cool if you could shoot the actual projectile. Even if it was like a foam rocket, I would have been totally happy with that. I would have been absolutely fine with that. There you go. PSMH official. How many gas mags should I get for a GVR rifle? Oof. Oh my goodness, dude. Well, it depends on how much you want to pay and how you play too. If you're a person that is, really, really aggressive on that trigger, you're gonna end, and you don't want to change your play style with that. I'm gonna say you're gonna have to get quite a bit of mags, because remember, GBR mags are significantly less. I guess what would be the proper word for it? They hold a lot less than you would say like your standard AEG mag, right? We were actually talking about this on our next video that we're gonna be doing for the Maruyama gas blowback guns, right? I'll pull them up right here. Shot by brands, Maruyama. There we go. Yeah. Oh, and we're frozen. And we're frozen. Waiting. We're waiting. There we go. We're back. We are back, babe. We're so back. I got scared there for a second. I was like, YouTube, don't you fuck with me right now. I was like, YouTube, don't you fuck with me. But yeah, these guys here. Let me pull this up. These guys right here. Right. We were talking about these. This is actually last week's video where Boaz and I kind of did like an overview, just a brief overview, talking about Maruyama as a brand and some of our favorite models from them. It's VFC, guys. Look, come on, it's VFC, dude. The amount of people that think this is like a completely different brand that's so out of spec, so proprietary, bro. It's literally VFC. What are you talking about? It's just under a different name. But with these guys, right? You're only looking at like maybe a 40 round magazine. You know what I mean? Like at most, right? What is this? Yeah. You're looking at like most like a 40, 45 round magazine. If you're lucky, maybe a 50 round magazine for something, depending on the model you're getting. But generally speaking, it's going to be a lot closer to the real thing, right? So like for ARs, 30 to like 50, 40 around there. You're going to get a lot of mags. You're going to need to get a lot of mags if you want to be able to spam rounds. So that's why normally if you're going to go with GVR, generally it is recommended that you maybe look into changing the way that you play, GVRs do require a certain mindset going into this. You have to remember, in terms of like just sheer numbers, right, putting rounds down range, you will never beat an AEG or an HPA gun. You're just not gonna. Realistically, you can't, right? Nothing's gonna beat, being able to go with like, say, an EPM1. We were talking about the EPMs earlier, right? A 250 round mid-cap magazine, right? That's like even the most basic beginner AEG that you find on the field. They can run those, right? So everyone has access to that. Yeah, you're going to be outgunned to an extent, right? Obviously, it all ultimately comes down to skill, how good you are with an airsoft gun. Now, generally for me, minimum I'd say would be 4 magazines for any GVR or GBV SMG, right? That's 4 mag would be like the bare minimum. If you could do more, I would say go for it. But yeah, like it does require you to kind of change the way you play, maybe a little more methodical, maybe a little more tactical in your approach towards clearing a building. Maybe not rushing up as much. You can still be aggressive. Don't get me wrong. You can be aggressive. You want to push a building, you push that damn building. But instead of going at it like, oh yeah, I have all these rounds that I can expend. Maybe just count your rounds a little bit more. Make your shots count a little bit more. Become a little bit more accurate. Practice more with your gun. Right? Guys that actually practice with GBRs, it doesn't even matter that they have a limited mag count. They're still fucking deadly with that platform, you know? So I would say, though, if there was a number to be had for GVRs or gas blowback SMGs, gas blowbacks in general, 4 mags would be the bare minimum. You could maybe get away with 3 if you're only doing really, really quick rounds, you know what I mean? And you're not expelling a ton of rounds per match. You know, you're doing like maybe 3 or 4 shots at most, and that's it, right? Like, but again, it really depends. It depends on the person. So it's hard to put a number on that realistically. Okay, there we go. Let's go to face cam. Let's keep answering some more questions. Yeah, I need some more VMP 1 magazines. Yeah, man. Vorsk, man. They're those mags are nice. Those mags are really nice. They work very, very well. Galen Nee, what's up, man? Hanging out here. That's good to see you. Good to see you. Zach, looking forward to clapping some turd. Ew, that is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. Why would you say that? But that is hilarious. Oh god, with my weapons, haven't had a match yet. Oh, Dartry, what's happening, man? You missed the dude. You absolutely missed the freaking brain aneurysm that I was having, just from sheer rage that I was feeling because YouTube, again, just I don't know what it is. I think that YouTube just doesn't like Tuesdays. Right, I think they really do not like Tuesdays, and they do not want to let me stream on Tuesdays on time. It was a miracle that I was able to get this stream up and running, man. All right, I see we're at 40 congruent viewers and only 25 likes, guys. Make sure to leave a like on this stream, of course. Let us know you guys want us to continue offering promotions for you guys, like the every $50 gets you 2 entries into this week's live stream giveaway. And if you want to see more of this type of content, make sure to go and leave a like on the stream as well. Darkest of trees, absolutely, absolutely. What's popping? What's popping? There we go, there we go. It's that one as well. That one as well. It's that one as well. I only have 2 mags for my GVR so far. Ooh, oof, Prime Tech. That is a big oof. That is a big oof. What is your favorite gun? Money is no object. Ooh, Lionel, that is a good question, actually. What is my favorite gun? Are we talking just like airsoft gun, or we mean like just actual gun? Because it's very different. It's very different. It's hard to tell, man, because it's, again, like, I like so many different guns under the different classes. I guess I'll go, if we're talking, like, rifles, right, just straight rifles, I'd probably say the FAL platform is my favorite. Ah, god dang it. Freaking hell. We're lagging a bit. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Come on. There we go. We're back. We're back. We're back. Man, we were lagging. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So to answer your question, Lionel, what's my favorite gun? If we're talking straight rifles, FAL platform is my favorite. It's my absolute favorite. I love the FAL. I've always loved the FAL. That and the SCAR. I think I'm just a big FN guy because I also really like LMGs. Which would obviously 249 is like my favorite LMG I think ever. But if we're talking MMGs, right? 240 Bravo, baby. 240 Bravo. 240 Bravo. FN Mag, right? Those are like my favorite, right? Again, I'm just a big FN guy. Even for like PDW SMGs, right? Ah, oh, dang it. Freaking, why is it lagging? Why is it stopping so much? Again, YouTube does not like me streaming on Tuesday for some reason. It just doesn't like it. Come on, stop disconnecting. Come on, stop disconnecting. Connect, damn you. YouTube, I swear to God, I will chokehold you if you do not work right now. Ah! Why? Why is it doing this? Come on. Okay, we're back. We're back. Seriously. That is so annoying. YouTube is like actively working against me, dude. Jeez, yeah, you don't notice any lags here, clear as well. I don't know what's going on with this, man. It's only on my end, seriously. And like I'm paying for like good internet too. What the frick? Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It's so freaking annoying, dude. I hate it so much. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm just a big FN fanboy, right? PDWs, P90, right? FAL, 240, 249, SCAR. Like, I freaking love all those guns, dude. I love all those guns. SCAR H. Anyway, all right, let's keep going through because I know we have a few more. All right. What did you answer that one as well? Nasima RPK. That is my first AK style replica DC. Nice, actually. That's a good one. A lot of people have built a lot of projects off of that one. I have an old SRC RPK. Someone into this. I remember we were still at the old location. Someone went into the storefront and actually straight up just gave it to me. They were donating this stuff. They're like, yeah, you guys actually play, and I don't want to. They're like, I don't want to sell it. I don't want to deal with airsofters. And I was like, oh, okay. What happened there? Who did you wrong? You know. And so he just wanted to get rid of it. So I literally got like a free RPK. You know. It's nice, you know. It actually is still using a full metal receiver, real wood on it too. I'm like, and it came included with a drum mag and a sling, and I was like, damn, all right, cool, sweet. Got my my insurgent gun, absolutely. Remember, someone had an RPG at Wildlands the other week. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. I love seeing it's again. It's a vibe for sure. Running an RPG is 100% a vibe. Which hop-up do you recommend, Daniel? Depends on what gun we're talking about. Honestly, stock hop-ups always work fine for me as long as they're polymer and they're rotary. I'm not a big CNC hop-up chamber unless it's already pre-installed from the factory for me. I hate having to deal with the fitment required to have it feed properly. Because if the CNC hop chambers are not straight drop-ins. Most of the time, they are not straight drop-ins, especially once you start experimenting with different brands of magazines. They just don't like them, man. You really gotta work it to fit it in there, you know. That's why I like polymer ones. They always work the best generally for me. Been looking for a Holosun to put on my strike. Hey, Drexen, there you go. There you go. Is ASGI expected to restock on these Solink motors or maybe other brushless motors from Solink like their light? Probably at some point. 72. What is this? 72. 25. Which version? Which model are you? Oh yeah, that guy. I don't know honestly, especially when it comes to like something. I imagine they're probably gonna get them in, but they might be under a different name. They might be restocked under a completely different name. A lot of these like tech parts, man, like they're coming from the same factories, but they'll have so many different names and different labels on them. It's kind of hard to tell like what's what, you know? Oof. Like SHS, ZC Leopard, like. It's the same factory. It is literally the same damn factory, you know? I remember, too, people were looking for, like, this JG piston for a while, the red piston. I don't know if you guys remember that one. Freaking, we had it was under Double Bell. It's like, what? You know, like, all this rebranding stuff, man. It makes it so confusing knowing what's what. But I imagine we probably will, but it just might be under a different name. It might be under, like, SHS brushless motor or something, or a Double Bell brushless motor. You never know. You never know what type of name it might be. Sometimes even the name is the same, but the packaging is completely different, you know? And you'd never know unless you looked at, like, the SKU number, like the model name. Let's keep scrolling through. All right. Should be caught up on all. Let's scroll down to the most recent comments and questions. There we go. Your computer needs some cleaning. I did clean it! RPG lover. I did clean it, man. That's the thing. There's like nothing I can do at this point other than buy a new computer. You know, there's literally nothing else I can do at that point. Last thing, then you use so much time for me to start Airsoft and later content. Thank you so much, man. Absolutely. I appreciate that, dude. I absolutely do appreciate that. Good on your side, no lag for me. Yeah, I have no idea what. Misception. I'm about to get a $50 voucher. I need more GBR mags for KLI SR4. Yeah, man. How's it been working out for you? It sounds like it's been a beast for you so far, but how you been liking your SR4? I love shooting them. Every time I get an opportunity to shoot one, I take it because those things are so much fun. Those things are so freaking fun to just bring onto the range and shoot. But yeah, man, for those that don't know, yeah, even getting a gift voucher right now, $50, that'll work. That'll work. You give yourself a $50 gift voucher on the site. That will technically speaking get you the double entry into this Thursday's live stream giveaway. So if you want to go and get those orders in, make sure you do so now before it's too late. And I see that we're at 41 concurrent viewers, but only 30 likes, guys. Make sure to bump up those likes. Would greatly appreciate the feedback that you guys give me so that we can continue with all these streams. Would there be any risk of using a T238 33K brushless motor with a Gate Aster motor via Goof Iron Hammer? Yes. There will always be a risk with using that with the Gate Aster. The Gate Aster does have its limitations. Could you still run it? Yes. But the Gate Asters are not impenetrable. They're not impregnable. We have seen them burn out with some of those motors before, and that was completely stock. That was granted. Yeah, it was very much a hey, let's just swap out the motor and see what happens type deal, which obviously you should never do realistically, especially with a motor like that. But there is going to always be a risk. There will always be a risk like that. It should handle it, but it can still happen. Make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, I should be caught up on all those. Scrolling down, most recent security and cleaning. Answer that one as well. Sure to fine tune your Astra settings. Yes. Yeah, because I've seen Astras come in that they're like, yeah, use this brushless motor. Yeah, I've heard it before. I've heard it so many times. Majority of times it will work, but again, I think that ultimately is dependent on the settings and also how you installed it. Did you just throw it in? Because if that's the case, yeah, I would expect so. DJ, what's happening, bro? Good to have you here as well. If it isn't the J of D's, Primo Tech, DC. Yeah, I have one mag currently, but the guy, I think he meant traded. A guy I traded with for the RPK said he has a 900 round mag and a few more normal RPK mags. The mags are so expensive, the Gaming Penguin. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. There's a lot more to a magazine than just your standard AEG mag, right? Where you have your body, you have a channel, spring, and a follower, pushing it all up, right? For most mid-cap mags, that's generally how it's going to go. For GBRs, you have a whole magazine or a gas reservoir that's needed for it. You have the chamber itself, follower, the feed lips, the release valve or purge valve, fill valve. If you're using green gas, right, compared to CO2, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot more. I'm not saying I agree with that pricing. I'm just saying it is what it is. I hate how expensive gas mags really are. If I could, I would love it if gas mags were just we could decrease the price on gas mags by $20, maybe 15. That alone would be very helpful, right? But man, there's just really nothing we can do, man. It's just nothing we do. Gas mags are hella expensive. Actually, US magazine. I wanted to let you guys know. Someone was asking about this last stream, and I wanted to let them know. I don't know who it was that asked. But so all those guys that were asking about MWS magazines, while we don't have the stock OEM mags available yet, we do have the Army Armament MWS magazine, 35 rounder P mags. These are available right now. I know some guys were asking about them last stream, and I just figured I might as well go ahead and bring them up because it has been a very long time since I've seen these mags be restocked. It has been a very long time. Now, things to note: these mags, P mags, very, very thick, so it will be tight fitting them into your magwell, into your MWS. What I would recommend, you can go along with this advice if you want to, but this is just something that I know that a lot of guys will do, and it seems to work for them. Sanding down the magazine itself, sanding down both the front and back usually seems to do it. I've seen some guys just sand all 360 around, the top portion of the magazine, and that works great for them. They say yeah, it works great. I'm able to easily insert and eject my magazines, no problem. Hey, cool. You can go as ham on that sander as much as you want, but just bear in mind that is a modification that you might want to do if you want it to fit a little bit more comfortably without it being so snug, But they are here. They do function. They are available. And I haven't had any issues with these guys leaking at all, so there's that. I'm very happy to report on that front. But for those that were wondering, I'll leave a link to it into the live chat as well, just because, yeah. There we go. Oh, I was like, what are you talking about, RPG lovers? Nice. So dumb. Jonathan Jeans. Welcome, Jonathan Jeans. I'm trying to get started. I got a M93R for a sidearm. Just waiting on the mystery box to see what I'm going to get. Hopefully I can get into my first game next week. Actually, yeah, hopefully you can get something real cool. I actually do a lot. Not every single one, but I do a lot of the mystery boxes. And I really do try to grant everyone's wishes as much as possible. Obviously, if there's a preset prize list, it's random. There's nothing I can do. It is what it is. But if it's a mystery box, like a YouTube unboxing mystery box, or sometimes even accessories, I try my best to grant everyone's wishes. Granted, I've told you guys before, some people, I'm not gonna say names, but some people will put some crazy ass fucking requests on these mystery boxes. Like they'll get the lowest tier mystery box and then ask for like, yeah, can I get the Arcturus Trinity? And I'm like, brother, come on now, like don't do that, man. Don't be like that, you know. There are mystery boxes you can order for that. But they are going to be a little bit more expensive. But yeah, man, like if you put down the notes comment section when you place your orders for like a mystery box, like one of the grant your wish ones, then yeah, I try my best to hook you up with something that will work for you. And even if it's not that exact model, give me like some suggestions or some ideas, and I can see what I can do. I really do try my best to try to grant your wishes, even if it means that there's like a little bit more of a delay on like one box. For me personally, I'd rather make sure that it's something that you guys would like than to just, immediately get it out the way as soon as possible, and it's not something that you guys even wanted, which we've done before in the past, before I started taking over. That would, like, sometimes, some mystery boxes, people would order a bunch all at once, and just to get them out the door, people would, like, so I'm not going to name who it was, but some people would just, like, try to push out the mystery box as much as possible, and just be like, just do this, right? They wouldn't even bother looking at the requests, right? So that's not the route I want to go. I will always encourage everyone that I work with, everyone in the shipping department, even if I'm not the one putting together the mystery box, I will still encourage everyone on staff to be like, hey, no, he made a request, do what we can. Now, obviously, if you don't put anything down or even DM us regarding what it is that you're hoping to get in a timely fashion, there's nothing we can do. We're gonna give you something we think is cool. But if it's not what you want, I mean, hey, you didn't follow the instructions. You didn't put in the notes comment section what it is that you're hoping to get. But yeah, man, I'm always happy to try to like grant people's wishes. The Goofy Iron Hammer, another banging question. I'm looking to change the gate. Oh dang! Looking to change the gate Aster MOSFET to a parent MOSFET with the 23 motor to reduce heat from the motor. Would these be better or the same risk as the gate Aster? I want to say it's about the same, but again, I could be wrong. Prime Tech, let me know what you think about that one. If I had to put money, I'd have to say it'd be about the same, right? Because I think they're both rated the same way. I think they're both rated the exact same way. And again, it really depends on how you install it and also the settings, too, they're using for it. Because there is a way to kill them both. But again, that's really dependent on the user at that point. DJ Isaias, more Katy Boy F90 mags pronto. F90 mags. Let's see. I can see about getting some more ordered in. F90. Damn. I guess it depends. It's got to be something that like we know we can sell. I mean, if I bring those in, DJ, you got to order like 20 of them bitches. You know what I mean? You got to order like all of them. Or at least tell all your friends and everyone that owns an F90's got to order like all of them, I'm looking at getting an Arcturus LWT Mark. Is that a 1 or is that a 4? That's a 1. CQB. I was like, I don't think the Mark 4 is even out yet. What is your thoughts on it? Solid Gaming Penguin. Absolutely freaking solid. I have no issues with the LWTs whatsoever. I think they're incredibly well constructed. Very, very well constructed. In the... Oh my god, what is it? In the, 6 years. Yeah, it's 2025. In the 6 years that we've been carrying Arcturus products, I've only ever had 2, and we've sold so many. We were helping Arcturus push their products, like, when they were first coming out, When they were first starting out, we helped them out greatly. We were going to fields and showcasing all their models, right, to everyone. Everyone was like, oh, this is sick, right? Especially the AKs. That's what really sold a lot of people. Which, by the way, we're working on seeing if we can get Arcturus to work with us on sponsoring BB Wars as well. Maybe they'll be able to go ahead and hook us up with a gun that we can go ahead and do for a raffle for at the end of the event. But yeah, when it comes to the LWTs, whether you go Mark 1, Mark 2, or even the new Mark 3s, right? The Mark 3. Either one that you end up getting is going to be solid. Like, again, I mean, just looking at this, right? The Mark 1, it looks good, man. Whether you go with the solid black, the gray, or the black and tan, which is my favorite one, they all look solid. They all perform great. Arcturus does a fantastic job. In the thousands of units that we've sold, I've only ever had 2 ever come back for like an RMA, and it was like for small things like the ambi selector on the very first batch of the very first generation of the NY series, I believe. That one, like the left side, no, right side, on the right side selector, that one, like it came loose and came off. But that was like kind of a known thing. They actually fixed that, I believe, on all their ambi stuff. So they made it a lot better, a little more secure. Thank God. And then another one was like, oh yeah, the hop-up alignment. There was like one out of every couple 100,000 units, right, that has an issue with its hop-up. So we just swapped the hop chamber for a new one and it worked, right? So like nothing. There's been like most of the issues we've ever seen with Arcturus has, oddly enough, never ever been the gearbox. It's always been something else other than the gearbox, you know, which is pretty funny. They do a good job on gearboxes, man. They do a good bang-up job on assembling those gearboxes. Their QC is really good. What kind of battery should you put into it? I mean, you can use an 11-1. That's fine. You can use an 11-1. That's fine. There's no issues there. Crazy J, good to have you here as well. Being honest, if is this course, bring on an APP as this. Coerce them board members. Coerce them, just, yeah, hold them at gunpoint and make them do what I want. What is Genesis Martinez here? Where is he at? Where he at? Where he at? I don't see him. Well, maybe it's if I put it on live chat as opposed to top chat. That usually helps. There we go. Going up. I will post premiere later once I finish it. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Make sure I'm missing in there. I'll be there for sure. Hope you have an amazing, awesome day with your family. Awesome. Just recently ordered the premium big ones. Mystery box. Hey, you're gonna like it, baby. You're gonna like it. It's gonna be freaking sweet. Lowish. Let's see here. See, I'm looking at that one as well. We're gonna answer that one as well. Okay, he's going through. The mystery boxes are what got me so hooked on Airsoft. Yeah, no, that is called a gambling addiction. But yeah, no, I get it, right? It's cool. You know, it's fun. You never know what you're going to get in the box, right? Again, we always try to make them very, very stacked with some dope prizes. But again, you know, like, I think we've only had like a few complaints before. At all recently, it's always because, like, again, someone was like, oh, I didn't want this gun. But it's like, okay, but did you let us know what you wanted on time? Like, how can we take back an item when it's already shipped? You know? Oh, it is what it is. If anybody makes one side, ask me to answer that one as well. All right. Galen, read somewhere that I need a bore-up kit for a Spring 130 or something. Is that true? Not needed. It's technically not needed for it to function, but I might... for using a M130 Spring, there's going to be some more stuff you're going to need to do than just one kit. There's a lot of things you're going to need to do a 130. Whew. I like rushed to get dinner down my stomach as soon as I possibly could to try to get the stream on time. Didn't matter because YouTube decided to go out and be a jerk about this stream. Adrian Brown, will there ever be an Airsoft GI mobile app? That'd actually be kind of sick. It would be really cool if we could. I don't know what the cost of that would be. It'd be kind of tight. It would be kind of tight. But yeah, man, we could ask. I mean, what's the worst they're gonna say? No, you know. Okay, cool. Like, you know, there's no skin off my back, you know. Sony OEMs a lot of brushless nowadays, so I'm surprised y'all don't ask them directly. You know how long it takes for them to respond to anything we ask, dude. It like, I get it. You're on the other side of the world. I get it, but like, come on now, man. You know how long they take to do anything? All that queso corn for real. What the fuck? What are you talking about, DJ? Try turning off and on again. Yes! RPG lovers, I did. No, you know what you know what I should have done? I should have set it to Wombo. Mini clip 01234. Nice. I just bought the new Zion Arms R15 Mark II, and I want to use my Ace Tech Tracer. What size barrel adapter do I need to use? I mean, once you remove the mock suppressor that's there, it should be 14 millimeters counterclockwise thread, so it should work. I mean, unless it doesn't fit in the handguard. I mean, I'm not sure what size length. You might have to go out and just use a tape measure it out, and then try to find a barrel extension that'll work from there. Or you could just buy a whole new outer barrel, but I would say barrel extension would be easier. Maybe like a 5-incher at worst, just to confirm, like, it for sure will stick out. Alright, we're scrolling down. Most recent comments and questions. Genesis Martinez. I'm always down to buy more F90 mags, which, by the way, what's up, Genesis Martinez? Good to see you here as well. F90 mags, them feed lips are super weak. Believe it or not, that's actually a pretty common KWA complaint. I'm actually thinking about getting a tap drum for my F90 with the CNC feed lips. I have mixed feelings about the CNC stuff. Bear in mind, I have an older, the very first gen of the KWA LM4 series, right? And yes, those feed lips, especially in the cold, brittle. They are weak, right? If you use them like normally, the way they're intended, you don't like roughhouse the magazines at all, yeah, they'll still work. But yeah, I do know exactly what you're talking about. You drop those mags once and you will break those feed lips. And the same thing can be said about the F92. But I have seen people using like metal feed lips for their KWA LM4s, right? The original KWA LM4 series. And my God, them shits were chopping up those BBs. And I know this because my buddy had it, and when he swapped out for my regular mags, they were feeding just fine. So I have very mixed feelings about it. I mean, if it works, cool. You know, granted, I didn't ask where he got those feed lips from. You know, I definitely think it might have been maybe you got like some sketchy dudes like, hey, you know, you want to buy some feed lips? You know, just some back alley deal. I don't know where he got them from. You know, if it's coming from Tap, I do trust them. They're a very reputable brand. I actually met the guys from Tap too, which was pretty funny. Like when I was talking about how we used to showcase a lot of our tourist product when they were brand new. I used to do that quite often. I used to go to N1 every Friday in 2019 for like months. I would go, right? Where every Friday I would just take a bunch of guns in my car. I'd take a table from work, and I would set up a little booth, and I would just literally set up shop in the staging area at N1. I'd be hanging out with Gabe and John and all the staff there, and a lot of the regulars would show up to, you know, and they would just start asking me questions. I started talking to them, and that's oddly enough how I actually got like a few regulars from N1 just to swing by the shop, because you know it was like they hadn't heard about us before, but then they started coming in. But believe it or not, I believe they were practicing. Was it for Jungle Ball? I believe it was like the Friday before, and the guys from Tap, all these different teams showed up, right? And I started talking biz with them like all of a sudden. Bear in mind, I am not. At the time, I was not trained on how to talk business with other dudes and, establish relationships like that at all. Not in the slightest. And, like, I remember, too, I called Cisco when I heard that the guys from Tap Airsoft were here. And because I was like, oh, wait, this is a big brand, right? Because even I knew who they were, right? And I'd already seen their products, too. And even though, obviously, these products are not necessarily catered for someone like me, guy that's so, balls deep in the Milsim game. But, at the end of the day, I knew who they were from a business standpoint, and I knew that I wanted to carry their products, right? So I was like, all right, this is clearly out of my element. Let me call Cisco. So I called Cisco, and I'm like, Cisco, what do I do? How do I do this? Can you come over here, like, please? And he's like, oh, dude, I can't. Just talk to him. You'll be fine. Just talk to him. You got to try to go out and secure that deal. And I was like, you motherfucker. You betrayed me. You betrayed me, big man. So I was like, fuck, all right, I have to do it. And nervously and awkwardly, I was able to talk to one of the guys there. And as soon as he found out that I was from GI, like, he was like, oh, hell yeah. Like, we started talking. And I was just like, okay, I'm trying. The fake it till you make it mindset. I was like, yes, absolutely, yeah, no, of course. I was trying my best to be as knowledgeable as I could. And I was able to answer most of his questions, but eventually we were able to go out and work out a deal, and we were able to start carrying the price, which we're going to be ordering more of their stuff, by the way. We're working on a big order from Tap that should be coming in the next month or so. So just so you guys know that too, I just thought that was a funny story. Like I was like, man, I remember first talking to them, and that was such a funny experience too. And I was like, yes, we want to establish relations and get to know the community better, specifically the indoor community. Let's send the Nilsson player to do this. Oh, great idea, guys. I mean, it worked out. Hey, buddy, come here. I got some lips here. Top quality, nice and firm, CNC. I can totally hear that going on in my head now, Prime Tech. You know the guy from Star Wars Episode 2? You want to buy some death sticks? You know that guy? I was like, hey, buddy, come here. I got some lips here. Top quality, nice and firm, CNC. No, you don't want to sell me any feet lips. I don't want to sell you any feet lips. You want to go home and rethink your life. I want to go home and rethink my life. Got candy too. If anyone comes up to you and be like, hey, you guys, you want some feed lips? Don't follow that person. Do not go anywhere near that. Don't associate with that person. You don't want anything to do with that. Happy Ghost Ninja, what's going on, man? High Kappa mag adapters. For what? Oh, like the tap stuff? Yeah. Has the Workaholics great... Oh, my God. Oh, jeez. Have you tried indoor mill speed at N1? I know a lot of guys who do like the mill speed sort of thing at N1, yes. Friggin' Anthony. Anthony from Lancer Tactical. My boy. That's my boy right there. He's very big into mill speed. It's funny because he loves like that shit, right? He loves that like what milsimmers love, right? All the cool, in vogue, like obscure camouflage, right? His big thing that he's always loved has always been DNZ Desert Night Camo. He's always loved Desert Night Camo, even before it was like super popular now, like it is. He's always loved it. He liked it before it was mainstream. But he's always loved Desert Night Camo. He likes really cool plate carriers too, and all this really cool, nice gear. But then he'll HPA tap everything, you know. He'll HPA tap everything, and then run a die mask. Well, I mean, it makes sense, you know. It's practical. It is what it is, and you can still do that. That's valid. That's a valid form of airsoft. What them? No, Mr. Savage 710. No, what the fuck? What the hell? What them lips do, bro? That is disgusting. I will never look at magazine feed lips the same way. What the hell? You've corrupted me, bro. Keep going through. I don't suppose your big white van gets good mileage. What the fuck? I actually, you know what the worst part is too? I've actually always wanted a van. I've actually always loved, like the Mystery Machine, dude. That shit is busting, dude. I remember taking my dog out for a walk. I remember I was with Jazz, and we took the dog out for a walk, and let's go to the trail, right? So we found this beach. It was this very rocky beach. I don't know where it was. I'd have to find it again and ask Jazz to see, like, hey, where was this? So we went to. It was this nice little trail, but we ended up taking a walk along the beach, and there was a car meet. There was all like van life dudes, right? It was all these van life guys that showed up, and all the rigs were awesome. They were so weird. A lot of them were like leaned really heavy into their themes as well. But some of these vans, dude, like they look so cool. Like these look so sick. Like some of these people were straight up living in them, but like choosing to live out of these vans. You know what I mean? There's a difference between like, okay, I'm having to live out of this out of necessity, and I'm living out of this because this is cool and I have the money to do so, right? Like these were sick. I thought like, man, oh man, if I only could. If I had like one of those big old garage. Like, you guys know who Adam LZ is? Like, if I had his sort of compound, that amount of space and garages for that many cars, I'd have, and of course, the disposable income, right? That's the big thing. I would have so many cars, and I would totally build myself, like, a nice, like, livable van out of. That'd be so sick, dude. And just do my dream, you know, road trip around the U.S., trying out all these different airsoft fields. I want to hear how good the CNC on the tap drum are gonna be, so I'm trying to keep a stock of them mags just in case. That is a good idea, Genesis. That is a very, very good. Bondo fixes everything. Yes, it does, except a broken heart, unfortunately. Why'd you stop going to N1? I like going to N1 a lot. The problem is just time. You know, after work on Monday through Friday, I'm exhausted, man. Like I especially as I'm getting old, dude. I'm unk now. I'm 29 now, dude. I'm unk. I've achieved unk status. I'm tired. You know, most of the time I'm like I might go on like a Friday if I can get the homies going together. That'd be cool because we used to go quite often. Actually, we used to go very, very often to N1. We actually made it a regular thing. Let me see if I can find a picture. Actually, I have a really, really cool picture of all of us. It was Cisco, myself, some of the older techs that I was best friends with. We used to go on such a regular basis. Let's see here. Let's go and mess it. Yeah, we'll use it this way. We'll do it this way. I have a really good picture for this as well. It's definitely old. Like, it is old AF, you know? But, man, I had so much fun. Yeah, let's see if I can go all the way down. All the way back. Way back when. When the dinosaurs still roamed the earth. Almost there. Okay. Should be pretty close to it. Where is it? I know I have this picture somewhere. I have it saved too. Oh, okay, sweet. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to send this. Add. Yeah, okay. Here. I'm going to pull this up so you guys can see too. Let's go here. Where are we? Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell, right? We'll start from the right to left, right? We got my boy Kevin, if you remember Kevin. Boaz here. Of course, the Mayo Man himself, our old tech Will. My buddy Joe Park, the most Korean name you can ever find. We also got my boy Taylor here as well. This guy, this nerd, me, right? It was fun, man. It was a blast. I remember going like so often, right? We'd go play, and then we'd hit up either a Tommy's or we'd go to King Taco after, right? And it was fun, but man, we'd stay up so late. But you know, life, you know, kind of gets in the way sometimes. You know, you got to do some other things. You know, I stream, right? Obviously, that's gonna be kind of hard to do. Now Fridays might happen, but a lot of times Fridays, man, like as soon as I'm done with work, I just want to go home. Maybe do like a set at the gym and then just relax for a little bit, you know, and just hang out for just a bit. All right, guys, I am going to have to. I'll be right back. Give me like 5-6 minutes. I will be right back because I have been holding in a poop for quite some time. So I will be right back. Just give me a second. My stomach is hurting right now. Oh man, we're back. We're back. Oh my goodness gracious, dude, that was a lot that came out of me. I was like, what the hell? Like, am I drinking too much water? What's going on? Oh Jesus Christ! I'm gonna close this blind. Freaking, I don't know what you guys are talking about, nosy neighbor. I don't know if there's anyone that's really there. Let's see here. What sort of shenanigans you guys been saying? Too bad we don't have a soundboard here like there is in Discord voice chat. Off. I explain every time I go to his crib and I try to use it, it feels like it shoots not direct. That's right. Yeah, I have a bidet in my bathroom. And if you guys don't have one, it actually is kind of nice. It actually is kind of nice to be able to. It feels more clean, you know. If I'm doing it, it feels more efficient. You still have tears. Yeah, dude, yeah, absolutely, man. It was nice, dude. It was nice. Had to wipe the sweat, dude. You know, I took 5 pounds lighter, dude. Yeah, seriously, I feel like I do. What the fuck, man? I like got rid of all that water weight. What the hell? I'm just going through. Remember, guys, if you do have any airsoft related questions or just questions in general you want to ask me, by all means, feel free to go ahead and do so. Put the letter Q right in front of your question. Makes it a lot easier for me to spot and identify. And of course, make sure to take advantage of the promotion code. Now, because we had to start late, I'm going to be streaming till 45. I'm going to be streaming till 9:45 today. So we're going to be going a little bit later than normal. We're going to be going a little bit later just because I feel like, you know, might as well go ahead and do it for you guys because I feel bad that freaking YouTube decided to just cuck me out of my normal streaming hours. So it is what it is. What the fuck? Front to back? What the hell? You guys talking about? Yeah, it's back. What the fuck? What is? I'm not even. What the? I do not. First of all, I do not clog toilets. That is one thing I am very much proud of. I haven't clogged a toilet since I was 8. I was 8 years old. Ever since it happened, then I was scarred for life, and I'm like, so I'm never doing this again. So I've never clogged a toilet. I can actually say I have never clogged a toilet. Airstrike inbound. What the fuck? That is disgusting. Everything. Yeah, that's what's up, real. I can say what's up. Yeah. Oh, it's coming out. It came out all right. It definitely. It exited for sure. It definitely exited. We was just thankful he doesn't stream a laptop. He's headed to the Oval Office with some important documents. He'll be back. No, dude, I gotta drop off some foreign delegates at the White House, man. Ask me a question, I will answer them to the best of my ability. Fucking Noah, seriously. Play Pog Pool live poop, absolutely. People are really friendly at N1. Yeah, no, they are. The field at N1 haven't gone yet. It is a really, really fun field to go to. It is a really, really fun field to go to. I'll be honest, I prefer it over Tac City. I like the community there a little bit more at N1. The vibes are just better, in my opinion. Again, if you like Tac, go for it. Tac's been around for a long time. They're a staple in the industry, but I'll be honest, favorite indoor field of all time is number one. First of all, my absolute favorite indoor field is gone. But my second favorite would definitely have to be N1. First favorite, believe it or not, if you guys are old enough to remember, if you guys were in the area at the time when it was still around, Forge. I don't know if you guys remember Forge Airsoft. That place was dope. If you guys remember those old Node or Corridor Digital videos where they collaborated with Desert Fox, obviously. That map, that field that they played at, that indoor field, was so dope. It was such a cool field. I love that place so much. It was so awesome, right? But they closed down, unfortunately. I think it had something to do with the cost. It was just too expensive. But man, what a great field. It was an awesome place to go play. I'm so glad I got to go play before they closed down. You know, it was an awesome experience. But N1 is my go-to for indoors. N1's my go-to. You're not old until you get your first midlife crisis. I got my midlife crisis when I was like hella young. Bear in mind, I'm the same kid, right? As a little kid, I'm not gonna lie. You know what my fear was? My worst fear growing up, no bullshit, and I'm not even making this up. My biggest fear growing up has always been of death, but not specifically of the dying portion, but of what happens after. Like, this was a big irrational fear of mine that I've had for a long time. And even now, it's still something that, like, I think about quite a bit. I don't often anymore because I have other things occupying my mind. Like, I'm too stressed out, you know, and too busy with other shit to really pay too much attention. But I've gone, of course, to, like, and dealt with this, you know, irrational fear of mine years ago. But it's more so the idea of what happens after, right? That I'm just like, you know, obviously, you know, I do consider myself kind of a man of faith, right? I definitely believe in something higher. I have no way of proving that. I'm not going to try to convince anyone otherwise. You know, it is my own life and my own belief, so I'm not going to push that on anyone, of course. But like, you know, but that's also me maybe being hopeful, because I don't want to lose the memories that I've accumulated, because the people that I've spent time with mean so much to me, right? That's why I love hanging out with you guys whenever I do stream. I was genuinely upset when I couldn't stream today at first, because I like the Tuesday streams a lot. I like hanging out. I like chilling, hanging out with every single one of you guys. It feels dope, right? It feels like I'm hanging out with the homies. I love playing Airsoft with you guys as well. I love spending time, of course, with Jazz. I love spending time with my dog. I like hanging out with family a lot, you know, when I can. You know, it's super dope. But I worry that I won't be able to have these memories, you know, when I go to wherever dead people go, right? Like, it's just something that I've always had to, like, kind of think about. So as a kid, I would have, like, crises, like literal crisis in the middle of, like, class or at home, and my mom would be like, what's wrong? You know, do you think I'm, like, sad about something? And I'd tell her, like, what happens to us when we die? Like, why are we mortal? I would ask her, why did God create us if we were only meant to die after a certain amount of point? And she's just like, oh my God, what the fuck am I gonna say to this? Like, what do you even say to that, right? All right, how do we know what's gonna happen to us after this? That whole rabbit hole was like fucking crazy to go through, right? Like, but thankfully I don't give too much of a fuck anymore. Like, obviously it's still something I think about every once in a while, but like, I'm too fucking tired to like have to question it anymore at this point in my life. So there is that. So I've already kind of had my midlife crisis, you know. My parents want me to be in bed. Should I listen or not? Do as your parents say. Do as your parents suggest. But if you are listening, appreciate the listen. If you can, also make sure to go and leave a like on this live stream as well. It would mean the world to me. It would mean the absolute world to me. Commit Subaru. It's Commit Sudoku. Adam LZ is popping. Yeah, that's right. Noah, you do love Adam LZ. I was talking about his compound and just how much space he has. How much stuff he has. Here in my garage, how many cars he freaking owns, dude. It's crazy. Brother had that same fear, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, jeez. Isaiah's turn around, look, there he is. Look, what the fuck. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna take a look at this fucker. I think it might just be my neighbor. I'm pretty sure it's just my neighbor at this point. Probably freaking nosy, just like, oh, what's going on in there? Why is there a purple light in there, right? Ooh, scandalous. I don't know what the frick. Nah, owning a Subaru is a fate worse than death. What do you mean? The motors can't be that bad, bro. Hey, that's what faith is, belief in the unseen. That's true. That is definitely true. I don't know, man. Like, I think there is something out there, but I can't prove it. It's just because I genuinely believe at this point in my life, I should be dead. You know what I mean? Like, I should be dead through all the shit that I've lived through. Like, I 100% should be dead. 100. Same thing with my dad. My dad should have been killed like so many times in the past, right? You can always ask my little brother too, right? Nothing is worse than your GTI, bro. Don't get me started on that fucking GTI, bro. That was the worst part. Is I freaking loved that car when it worked. Why is there a purple? Why is there a purple light triple in there? I'm pretty sure he's thinking like, oh, what's that purple light in there? What's going on, right? People are probably genuinely curious about it. Let's see, it's going on. Super's answer that as well. We go to the great airsoft fields of Valhalla. Actually, that'd be kind of tight, right? We're playing airsoft, and there's Kobe Bryant and Harambe playing as well. Dude, that'd be kind of sick. You know, just play airsoft for all eternity. That'd be awesome, dude. It says that one as well. It just puts the empty bottle back in the fridge. What do you mean? What are you talking about? I'm scared. What do you mean you're scared of me? What did I do? What the hell did I do? Let's see here. He did, and he would say, technically, it's not all. What are you talking about? I bet you'd have to leave a sip. No, actually. Oh, okay. I see what you guys. Oh, you're talking shit. All right. Here's the thing. No, I'm gonna expose you, Noah. All right. I'm gonna expose you. This motherfucker. This son of a bitch. You know what he would do? He would blame it on me. He loves blaming it on me. This is the motherfucker that would take a whole container of ham like the deli ham slice. He would take the whole thing, bite into it, and like giant, like just tiny little pieces left, little perimeter, little rim left. He would put it back in the container and leave it back for us. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, why'd you do that? You could have you might as well have just eaten the whole thing. Right? And of course, he's gonna say, yeah, that was when I was little. Okay. All right, I see you. When I moved to college, so when I moved to SF, right, I was gone for months for my first semester. Right? There was no way in hell that I could have been back. This motherfucker got caught by our parents. He used to drink all the juice and only leave a little bit left. Right? He would only leave a little bit left. And when my parents confronted him about it, he was like, oh no, it's Issa. Right? And then my parents were about to believe him, and then they were like, wait a minute. He's in college. And he's like, oh, fuck. I can't. He's like, you realize you couldn't get away with it anymore. You can't get away with it anymore. And now that I'm gone, now that I've officially moved out of my parents' house since 2020, right? It's been 5 years. Everything has been exposed, brother. Everything. They know everything now. It's never been me. It's always been you, bro. Always, dude. Airing out the dirty laundry right now. Happy Ghost Ninja. Will there be rental gear at BB Wars? I mean, that's going to be up to the field. They do have rental equipment. But, I mean, that's something you have to organize with the field directly, you know? It might end up being more. You might end up having to pay an additional amount for the rental gear. And that's going to be on top of the ticket itself, of course. Man, I wish I could open up an airsoft field. Dude, same. I wish I could open up an airsoft store, like an extension. I would want to open up an extension of Airsoft GI, like another small shop. I would love it if I can do that. I would love it if I can open up. A field would be dope. Obviously, you know, it'd be really, really cool. But, man, that's so expensive for the insurance alone, you know. I would love it if I can do, like, just a small little shop. Like an extension for Airsoft GI somewhere else, you know, outside. Maybe further out. I don't know where I would do it, but it would be so cool if I could do something like that. No, well, yeah, you blamed me, man. I never blamed you for it unless you actually did it. Toilet clogs. You mean angle? I remember you clogging the toilet. I didn't. That was you, because you used to flush so much toilet paper down there, bro. Dad was a stripper Death fell in love with and wanted to be with, but it was just for a show and he had no feelings for Dad. Dude, the amount of times my dad should have died is nuts, bro. Like, the dad lore, like, you know that meme, right? Obviously, like, mom lore is like, oh, you know, I went to college and I had such a good time. Right? You know, it was so fun. Or I did a little partying here and there, right? And then it's the dad lore. I didn't want to have to bury him. I didn't want to have to shoot him. But he pissed me off like no other person. Or I had to go to war. I've been shot at before. I've almost been stabbed. Like some shit like that. It's like accurate. 100% accurate. Like no bullshit. Like, this man has been shot at. This man has been this close to getting his throat stabbed. This man, like, from like a violent assailant. You know, like, it's happened. This man has been in fights so much. This man has seen some shit. You know, shit that would traumatize any normal man. And this man's like, oh, that was kind of crazy. Anyway, maybe he's repressing it, but this man, I swear, is like, I don't know, like, it's just, you know, when it's not your time, it's just not your time. And I think I had a little bit of that as well growing up, because there were moments like where I've gone into like car accidents that, like, I've only ever had 2 accidents in my life, right? But these were catastrophic accidents where I should have died and just nothing happened, right? Like, I remember showing off the first one as well. Like, if you guys missed that story, I'm sure it's archived somewhere. But dude, that was nuts. I genuinely should have, at the very least, gone to the hospital, and I walked away from that completely fine. So that was nuts. RPG, like, how many short TP do you use per run? 2, baby. I use 2 every wipe. I only use 2 pieces, brother. 2 pieces. I'm like a brown yeah, that's why you're the one that clogs it, bro. What the fuck? Actually, as is to sneak over to his parent house to drink the. Yes, I went all the way from SF and I walked back to LA to get some orange juice. Fuck. Plot twist: Harambe is an HPA player. No, no. Why? Harambe, you were the best of us, man. Thanks for the VF wishes in that one as well. That's as well. What was your answer that one as well. Answer that one as well. All right, yeah. You know what? Actually, in the meantime, I'm gonna leave a link to the BB Wars again because I feel like it's been a minute since I mentioned it. I might as well go ahead and throw that back up onto the live stream as well. And remember, guys, you order these BB Wars tickets. That's 2 entries into this week's giveaway. So, just saying, you want to do that. If you want to check out all the new good stuff too, make sure to go and do so as well because we're adding a lot of new stuff to the site, like at pretty rapid succession. I would say it's definitely worth checking out. So do that whenever you can. All right, scrolling through here. My face cam. All right, guys, we got about, let's see, it was 45, so like 19. We got about 19 minutes before we close out the stream. So make sure to go ahead and ask your questions now while I can. Whether they're airsoft related or not, by all means, feel free to go and do so. Just put the letter Q right in front of your question. See here? No, it's not him. I keep hoping to catch him. You know, it'd be kind of funny, and I can be like, "What are you doing?" You know, I'm just trying to do that. Speaking of BB Wars, room rental, BB Wars patches. Maybe we might be doing like a limited edition patches for those that actually attend. Possibly. I know that we did that for, was it the very last BB Wars Arid Revival? I know we did that for Arid Revival when we worked with KWA Tactical League, and they were able to supply some really dope Empire and Rebel patches. That was really sick, but that was like you had to be there to have them. You had to have been there to get them. So you're gonna make any promotional shorts for BB Wars? RPG lovers, we might do something. Here's the thing. We worked our asses off. We didn't even get paid for it. We worked our asses off voluntarily for 2023 when we made all those BB Wars short films, right? We worked our butts off. We were staying up so late, or we had to like call in so many favors. You know, like N1. You know, John was really cool with letting us film there during like their non-operational hours. We had the whole field to ourselves, and we were able to film that my video. Right, we're not my introduction video, but when we're doing a training video, where like, you know, I'm getting my guys ready, my team, and we're doing practice for like runs in the kill house. You know, we were able to do that. We were able to call in a favor at this other guy who has this whole like church and community rec center. It's a 2-story building that he has with several rooms. We were able to use that for like the drug house, the clean house operation. We stayed up till like 3 in the morning doing this, right? And we had work, I believe, the next day. We did all this work and nobody watched it. Like, nobody watched it, you know. This was all promotional material for BB Wars, and nobody watched it. I mean, obviously, I can attribute some of that to YouTube as well, but, like, nobody cared to watch it. And it took so much time, effort, and even money. Some of us even pay. Like, Boaz had to pay quite a bit of money to some of these people to, like, get their venues and locations. So, it's ultimately, I don't know if it's going to be worth it for us to go out and film any more stuff. It'd be cool. You know, if by some miracle we're able to, sure, but I'll be honest, I highly doubt we'd be able to as GI. I would love to be able to go and film something, maybe on my own. Darcher, you just did? Oh, hell yeah. No, I know what to look forward to. But yeah, no, I would love to be able to go and, you know, film something. Even if it's just on my own, if I have to do something, it's probably not going to be as good, but I would love to film at least some promotional material for the next BB Wars event. That'd be super sweet. That'd be so cool to do. But yeah, it's going to be tough to do. It's going to be really, really tough to do. If you need extra content stuff, you all should invest more GoPros and smaller cameras. Gameplay doesn't do well. Believe it or not, gameplay on our channel, because we're a retailer, actually doesn't do well. Gameplay can only do well from established YouTubers right now. Obviously, it's a different culture right now compared to what it used to be back then, right? The people that are well established now are basically the only ones that can realistically get away with doing gameplay, or if they do some like crazy clips, right, they're able to put them together. Because here's the thing, all the content creators that you see out there, it's not that they're doing amazing or that they're like god tier. Not all of them. Some of them are, but not all of them. Vast majority of them are not like god tier players. It's just they have really good editing skills and will put together, you know, a story for you. Like I've seen how some of these guys will edit their stuff, right? I've seen it like firsthand, right? They'll do several different like kills like for throughout different rounds, but they'll string it all together in one round. They're not lying. They didn't say that it was all in one round. They don't have to. They're obviously doing it for entertainment purposes. But that takes so much patience, so much work, and consistently going. And there's going to be a lot of days where you just can't get the content. That's why a lot of content creators from back in the day have actually stopped, because it just became so taxing to have to do that so often. It turned something that they love to do into a job, but like not in the fun way. It turned to become like something stressful, something they have to constantly worry about. And GoPros, I don't know, man. Like, it's a lot more footage to have to edit. And it's not always the most interesting to do. It's not always the most interesting to do. I'm a videographer now. Let me know. That hustle, man. Trying to find a job. We got one already. We got one, though, but thank you. Oh, gotta hop off, fam. Wants to finish another episode of Day of the Jackal, then I'll snooze. No worries, PromTech. Glad you were able to hop on the stream, bro. Even if we started late, I appreciate you still here. And that goes for everyone. I do appreciate everyone being patient with the delayed start. Trust me, that was frustrating for me too. But I am grateful that I have you guys that are super, super chill and that are just happy to be hanging out during the stream. That actually means a lot to me. Yeah, a whole night of Airsoft is condensed into like maybe a 12, 15-minute video. That's the other thing too. The algorithm right now is so fucked. YouTube algorithm is it favors two types of videos. The like short videos, like shorts, right? Like under a minute. The shorter they are, the more YouTube favors them. But when it comes to videos, it actually really likes and will consistently try to promote your stuff if it's super long, right? It likes the really long, like the giga long or the giga short videos. It doesn't like anything in between. Like a 12-minute video, it has no idea what the fuck to do with it, right? It wants to be able to have a video that they can put either a fuck ton of ads on, or they want it to be incredibly short, so it's like super quick, promotional, fast, easy, and they can share it to everyone, right? That's how the algorithm is working right now, unfortunately. It's very, very frustrating. Happy to gotta go right now. Good night, everyone. No worries. Happy Ghost Ninja. Have yourself a wonderful night. Isaias vid for the Gen 4s in the works. Hey, that's right. Yes, PrimeTech. Let me know when you finish that and you send it out back to us, because Squirrely Nuts is going to be next. We're going to be sending it to our boy Squirrely out in a bit as soon as we can get that bad boy back. Might be multiple trying to arrange a possible trip to a field. Oh, brain rot videos. Yeah, no, seriously. You know what video actually popped off too? It's the when paintballers try airsoft. That one, for some reason, like, I know the reason. It's because it was super short. It's funny. It's exactly to the point. Like, it loves that shit. It loves that stuff, and will do everything in its power to share that type of video more often than anything else. Let's see here. Just need a bag and a jar of mayo. I have some ideas for budget promo short. 2A Warrior 92. Sorry, I'm late, guys. What up, Mayo Gang? No worries, 2A Warrior. Yeah, we're doing a little slightly different time frame right now because YouTube just absolutely fucked me over, dude, hard when it came to getting me to start on time. OBS just wouldn't, like, OBS seemed to be working just fine. It just didn't want to link up with YouTube for whatever reason. I don't know what the freak was going on there, but it is what it is. Maybe it just doesn't like that time frame. It doesn't like Tuesdays for some reason. Let's see, Mr. Perforations been looking to try to come to the U.S. for a MILF event. Maybe you guys could organize out-of-states travel. Probably not, Mr. Perforation. That's expensive. Like, that's a lot of money. We don't have, like, money to burn for that. Are you kidding me? It'd be cool. Like, we were able to go to Taiwan because that's obviously it's a big airsoft, convention. This is, it's a direct consumer show, right? So, yeah, of course we wanted to see exactly what it was like out in Asia, what it was like for them, and seeing what the market had to offer, getting the lowdown on all the new products, right? Because SHOT Show, not too many things showed up. It was mostly U.S. stuff, and it's understandable. It's understandable why, but most of the stuff that we saw at MOA, like some of those brands they could never come out to SHOT Show. They would never do it. It's so expensive, right? Same thing. Because we are a U.S.-based company, I highly doubt we'd be able to go ahead and, at least in our current state, be able to go ahead and do anything like that, at least for the time being, not unless, I don't know, like, things, like, change, like, crazy good, like, all of a sudden, everyone starts shopping with it, which would be dope, which would be awesome. But, yeah, I highly doubt something like that would happen. It's very unlikely, very improbable. Are we getting more gameplay-type videos? Zakaya, no. Gameplay does terribly. Gameplay does absolute terrible numbers on the channel. You know what I mean? You got to have some like crazy good editing skills and actually even have good gameplay in the first place. Like, don't get me wrong, like I can come up with some pretty good kills from time to time, but I'm not like, you know, freaking, I don't even know, like I've had good days. You know, don't get me wrong, I've had some great days, right? But I've also had some pretty shit days too, you know? And I don't want to have to, no one really wants to have to put the camera on themselves to have to perform good at that point, you know what I mean? Like, oh, now because you're doing this for work, now you have to go out and get like some good material, right? Like that kind of sucks, you know, like that you have to do that. Because if there's nothing stand out about that video, especially because Airsoft videos are all over the place. Everyone does Airsoft gameplay, right? What exactly could you do for your video that would be stand out from others? Like with Alphonse, for example, it makes sense because he's always doing the LMG gameplay or like these crazy Milsim events like around the world. If you guys have checked out his IG, like he's in Mexico, right? Or he was in Mexico, like playing, and it was looking crazy, right? You know, he went to the UK and did that crazy Milsim event as well with actual like, you know, like having to breach doors and everything. It was like, that was crazy, that was nuts. Or he's in a helicopter getting some like aerial like kills as well with an LMG. Like you know, he's offering something that's different that you don't see everywhere. Or guys will be playing at like crazy venues, you know, playing at an abandoned hospital or playing at an abandoned mall, right? Or playing Airsoft, you know, in a flooded area or something. Like those are all cool, different concepts. So it makes sense why those videos, you know, pop off because they're unique. They offer something cool that you don't see every day. You know, just another day at, what are you going to title one video, right? Another day at SC, another day at Wildlands, another day at, you know, Taxi, which you can do, I'm sure. And if people do that, by all means, go for it. Have fun with it. But it's not going to do the numbers realistically. And because we're a retail store first, we do have to kind of focus on like promoting our own, you know, our own business, right? We want to offer educational videos, which is why we do, you know, those entertaining shorts, you know, what not to do, don't be that guy, or I want to see more of this type of videos. Those are fun and those are educational. They offer something of value, we like to think, right? Because we're trying to put positive vibes out there in the Airsoft community and a positive message for everyone to follow. But, you know, at the end of the day, too, we always end up linking back to our site because we are a business, right? Without the business, you know, I can't do these streams. I can't do anything, you know? Can we get a dog reveal? I've shown off my dog before. I mean, I can do it again. 2A War, Isaias, did you see my notification post where I'm getting spammed? YouTube is a biatch to all of us in Discord. I did not see that. I will definitely have to check that out. Yeah, no, that's... Damn, yeah, that's annoying. Freaking YouTube. I think Valiant's videos do really good because he mostly does indoor videos where everything is fast-paced so we can get a lot more clips. But you also have to be kind of good, too. That's the other thing, too. You have to be at least decent enough to be able to secure several kills, enough to get people to keep watching back, right? Because then they're like, oh, that was such a cool kill, right? Because, I'll be honest, I am not that good at indoor. I really am not. I kind of suck at indoor, right? I might be able to get like 1 or 2 kills, but generally speaking, I'm not that great. It's still fun, don't get me wrong. But now that I have I wouldn't like having to get gameplay like that because now I have the added pressure. I have to get kills. It's just not gonna make it fun anymore. You know, that's all I want to avoid. I love Airsoft so much, and I don't mind getting gameplay for my own personal use. And if I want to share it, sure. But like honestly, I would hate to have to do that for like that be the main source of content on my channel. You know, I would do maybe gameplay every once in a while if it were me personally. You know, I could do it every once in a while. But I like doing more like, hey, just showing off these cool new guns, talking about these brand new guns, you know, maybe bringing them out to the field, seeing how they perform, right, on my own personal experience, talking about the Airsoft community, right? That's what I like. That's what I like to do. Let's see here. I got it. Airsoft in an Airsoft store. Honestly, I enjoy Eddie's tomfoolery more. No, Airsoft in an Airsoft store, we have thought about that as well, like doing a Springer match. That'd be fun. That would be so fun. But man, we'd have to make sure that like we don't knock anything over. If you guys don't know, Boaz is very much what's the expression? Ox in a china shop, right? He has got some major butterfingers. I love the man to death, but Boaz has some serious butterfingers. Like he is very much dropping stuff on a regular basis or breaking stuff on a regular basis. It just is what it is, you know. Now you got to go live with your new PS5. Oh yeah, that's right. For those that don't know, I think I mentioned already. Jazz got me a PS5, which was nuts. I was not expecting that for my birthday, which is a crazy awesome like gift. But I'm also trying to figure out a way to. I know there's a way to go live from it, which I want to see if I can try to do. See if I can hook that up. I might end up just having to work with my laptop to get it to work. But yeah, I definitely want to start streaming gameplay from my PS5. Just because, why not? It'd be cool. Offer something different. Work in the morning. Good night, gang of Mayo. No worries, DJ. You have yourself a wonderful night. And thank you for tuning into the stream, man. Appreciate it. Hop on Marvel Rivals. I mean, maybe, but man, it just feels like it's going to be another Overwatch. I'm kind of tired of the Overwatch format. I don't want to have to do that anymore. Hit me up on Discord, Isaias. I got you. Appreciate it. Real Wild, gotta run. Thank you, Isaias. Good to see all you, man. No worries, Real Wild. Appreciate you hopping in on the stream, man. Appreciate you sticking with us for this long. Stream Isaias vid for the Gen 4 in the war. So that one as well. That one as well. Okay, yeah. Scroll up. All right, should be caught up. Scroll down the most recent comments and questions. Accident prone? Yes, he is. Absolutely, yes, he is. Add me, bro. I broadcasted my Warzone matches in PASS. Play Division 2. It's just better Overwatch. It's fair. I've heard that before. You know what the funny thing about Overwatch? I played it for a while. I remember getting it. I remember playing it at my friend's house too, actually, first. That's the first time I ever played it. And I knew it was going to be one of those games because I felt like I only played maybe one, maybe two matches at most. I was on there for 15 minutes at most. This is when I was homeless and I was living with my friends at my friend's house. And I was couch surfing for a while. And when one of his roommates that I was friends with came back, he was like, "Oh, how long have you been playing?" "Oh yeah, I've just been playing a few matches." He's like, "Wait, you got here at so and so?" I was like, at whatever time. And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "It's been 5.5 hours." And I was like, "Whoa, no way! It's been 5.5 hours. No way! I only played a few matches." And you've been playing a lot longer than you think. I was like, "What the fuck?" And sure enough, they were right. It was fun when it first came out, but man, I don't know. It stopped being fun after a while. It got real toxic too. That's the thing I kind of hate. I kind of hate online gaming in general, especially when it's PvP. I just get so annoyed, right? Because I could be doing so well, and then next thing you know, I just get absolutely my shit stomped on, which is fine. But then I'll just have some stupid people in the chat, right? Just annoying the shit out of me, and then I can mute them, but it just doesn't feel fun. You know what I mean? It just doesn't feel really fun anymore. I when obviously I can do more co-op based stuff, which is fun. But yeah, that'd be about it. Even then, I kind of prefer, I'll be honest, I think I prefer solo gaming. I think I genuinely just prefer solo games, and I'll be honest, I actually much prefer older games. I'm more of a retro gamer, dude. I've always been this way. I still, unironically, will play, with my PlayStation. I have a very pristine condition PlayStation 2, which I will gladly boot up any day of the weekend and just play some classic Star Wars Battlefront. That's my shit. I love old game like that, or even older PC gaming, right? One of my favorite PC games of all time, no bullshit, Gary's Mod or AVP Classic 2000, right? I love that shit. That's my jam, dude. That's my jam. And if I could stream those games, I would. It's just very difficult to do. The aspect ratio is always freaking off with that. Overwatch 1 was god tier. Overwatch 2 fumble. Yeah, nobody plays Overwatch 2. You could just get the Forest on PS5. That's true. The Forest actually looks pretty fun. Noah De La Cruz, super question. Getting back to Airsoft, what would you recommend for me to buy? I want something that has accuracy, mid to long range. It really depends, Noah, on your budget that you have allotted to you. Now, for me personally, my go-to is always going to be the MGC4, right? The Mark III is the latest version, but I actually really like the Mark II. I'll leave a link to that one in the live chat. There we go. Right? That's my favorite. I own one. It's freaking dope. It's awesome. It's literally my favorite gun that we sell. But the Mark III is the latest version and offers some really, really cool upgrades from it. But again, there's a lot of different options that you can honestly go with. Speaking of our games, currently playing Sonic Riders. Yo, Sonic Riders is goated, dude. The soundtrack on Sonic Riders goes so hard, dude. Sonic Riders, oh, dude, that's a banging game, dude. I love that game. That game is sick. First one is dope. I don't know how I feel about the second one, Zero Gravity. First one is awesome. First one is my shit, dude. I used to play that game. Noah and I used to play that game together a lot. We used to compete the fuck out of each other. Like, man, we would get angry at each other with that game, dude. It was sick. Isaias was playing. What the frick? Hell no. What the hell? Not that game. Oh, Jesus. All right, guys. It is now 9:45. I ran it for as long as I could. I do have to get back on the toilet. I have to go to the bathroom probably again very soon. And then I'm going to have to go to the gym afterwards as well. But I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. I know that we had a bit of a scuffed start to the stream, but I genuinely do appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in, hanging out with me during this live stream. Again, right now the cutoff is now, hopefully you guys took advantage of the promotion. Remember, any $20 or greater order that you place right now, you can still get entered into Thursday's live stream giveaway, but you still got to make sure that you get your orders in, and you're going to be watching the live stream. I see that 29 of you are still watching. I appreciate you guys. 48 likes. You guys can go ahead and, again, just make sure to go ahead and give a like as whenever you can, or share this around and get more likes on it. Would greatly appreciate that as well. Just spread the word that we got a giveaway going down, and anyone, literally anyone, can be the next big winner, but they got to participate in order to go and win. I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys make it worth it every single time doing these streams, man. Like, seriously, without you guys, I wouldn't be here. So I appreciate the opportunity that you guys have been able to give me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Make sure to get your entries in.